apparently there was a fight on Frontier. I haven't seen it. I'm just becoming familiar with it. But apparently there was a fight on Frontier, and it was all captured on camera. So make sure that you guys hit a like for the algorithm. If y'all have not tapped into the Patreon, then the link to the Patreon is in the beginning. Best day to join the Patreon is the beginning of the month. The link is pinned to the top of the chat, I believe, and we got after hours tonight. I've never rode Frontier before. I can't imagine that any airline is bad. I think that y'all give these airlines a bad rap. It has nothing to do with the airline. It has everything to do with the prices. Listen, y'all. Listen to what I'm saying. I don't think there's anything wrong with a affordable cruise. I don't think that there's anything wrong with a cheap airline ticket. The problem is that when you make it accessible to everybody, that is where the problem starts to come in, because you involve or you get an element that otherwise you would have never had. Honestly, I heard that Spirit was ranked #1 in customer service or some crap. I don't know how. I don't know how they did it or whatever, but that's what I heard. I don't think I took a Spirit flight a couple times. I took one from one from Tampa over to Miami. It was like a 25, 30-minute flight. And then I took one when I was younger also. I think I took one to Florida. But I don't think it's anything wrong with the actual airline. I think it's more or less about the element or the people that you make it accessible for. I did the big seat. Yeah, I did the big seat.
Comments the whole flight.
That broke out midair on a Frontier Airlines fight that broke out midair on a Frontier Airlines plane. It was headed to Miami. A New Jersey man was arrested, charged after attacking another passenger. Victor Kenda is at Miami International Airport with the story. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, George. That Frontier Airlines flight headed here to Miami from Philadelphia. According to the police report, the victim says that he was sitting in his seat when that other passenger grabbed him by the neck and attacked him. This morning, an alarming scene as a fight breaks out on board a Frontier Airlines flight bound for Miami while it was still in the air. The plane was about to land when, according to police records, 21-year-old Ishan Sharma was returning to his seat when he allegedly grabbed another passenger by the neck. The two trading blows.
Look like dreads. I could be wrong. Y'all give me some insight. Is that a dread head or no? Is that a dread head or no? That's a bear. That's a bear mauling that man. That is a bear mauling a person. I could be wrong. Y'all said that's not a black man? That's a white boy with long hair? Is that what y'all saying? I can't tell. I can't tell. Let me see.
Passengers trapped, witnessing the chaos.
The man sitting behind was making comments to the man in front.
That's a black man. That's all. That ain't nothing but a black man.
The man sitting behind was
Passengers trapped, witnessing the chaos.
The man sitting behind was making comments to the man in front.
Why y'all saying it ain't no black man? That is 100% a black man. Y'all saying they showed the picture. Why are you asking if it was a black? No, the guy that got mauled was the person that they showing a picture of. The person that did the mauling was 100% Chewbacca, Major Gaines. That's 100% Chewbacca. You looking at the mauler, the maulie. You're not looking at the mauler. That's what y'all not looking at. I see it.
The man sitting behind was making comments to the man in front,
you look at the nigga that got
like negative comments the whole flight. And the man in front went to the bathroom. And when he came back, that's when things started to escalate.
Sisters Rosa and Regina Gergley seeing the scuffle firsthand.
You could hear just like pounding kind of and like people talking or yelling, and we could just see two people fighting, and it was almost like hitting the wall next to it.
Authorities saying the victim sustained superficial cuts and declined medical attention.
We've really got to do more to stop this nonsense. This should be treated as seriously as it really is, and that is disruption in the cabin that could lead to much more.
Listen, bro, let me tell you something. You know why this is problematic? Because they in the air. You can't fight in the air. That's a new fear that's unlocked. That's fear unlocked all day long. Look, bro. I've seen a lot of things in my life, but when y'all start fighting in the air, we got a problem. We got 100% of a problem. You can't be on there mauling people when the plane is in the sky. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Everybody know that you're not supposed to fight in the air? No? I thought that was a universal thing. That's something. All right, listen. All right, no worries, big dog. I'll see you later. We'll see you. We'll get to it. We're going to have a conversation later. You're not supposed to fight in the air. What are you thinking?
Victim says he was attacked for no reason. Tonight, he's talking to just one station. The night team's Maricela Burgos is live at MIA. She has more on this flight, Maricela.
Belkis, he told us he wanted to clear the air. He wanted to make sure that people knew this was unprovoked. That passenger was behind him. He says out of nowhere he was attacked, and that passenger put his hands, he says, around his neck. Stop. A fight on a Frontier flight between two passengers. You can hear other people on board begging.
That's a bear. That's a real bear. That is a bear mixed with a tiger. Do you see him?
Passengers. You can hear other people on board begging for the men to end the brawl. One of those guys in the cell phone video is Keanu Evans, who shakes his head watching it back.
So now tell me about how that's not a black man. I don't know. Listen. Is that the guy? That's not the guy. That can't be the guy. Because he's free and he don't look as big.
One of those guys in the cell phone video is Keanu Evans, who shakes his head watching it back.
What I hate is that the video doesn't capture what started the whole thing, you know?
No, he just got a couple scratches. He don't got no real bruises.
Only captures me defending myself.
He says what you don't see on this cell phone video is what happened beforehand that caused him to react.
He was doing some like dark laugh, like, ha 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 ha.
Did this nigga just say he was doing a dark laugh? Did you hear what he just said? No, we're going to take this in, Mary Jane. You don't even have a profile picture. This man said he was just doing a dark laugh like, Dog, don't tell me you got stretched out over a laugh, bro. You stretched the nigga out on a laugh? Oh, man.
Caused him to react.
He was doing some like dark laugh, like, ha 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 ha. And he was saying things like, you puny mortal man, if...
dog. I was not expecting. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Don't do this. Oh, dog. I done heard it all today. God. Lord, don't do this to me. You puny mortal man. You can't beat somebody up because they laughing and they called you a mortal man. Oh, God. Where's my socks at? Jesus. All right, we're going to play the whole thing. No stopping.
To react.
He was doing some like dark laugh, like and he was saying things like, you puny mortal man, if you challenge me, it will result in your death.
Keanu says he left his seat to use the restroom and made sure to tell the flight attendants what was going on. They told him to push the button for assistance if it continued, which Keanu says it did.
And he kept threatening me with like death. That's what made me get up and press the button above me. And I just turned around and I looked at him and I responded to him. A lot was going on, and immediately he just got up and he puts his forehead on my forehead like he was challenging me. You know, he's looking at me very angrily, and we're looking eye to eye, forehead to forehead, and then he just grabs me by the throat and just starts choking me. At that moment, it was, you know, fight or flight responses kick in. I'm in a tight, confined space on an aircraft, and all I can do is just defend myself.
That other passenger is Ishan Sharma, who is now charged with battery. Sir, you have to sit down. When the flight landed at MIA Monday night, cops were waiting.
If you see on my face, I've got some scratches from him scratching me on this right-hand side.
Authorities handcuffed Sharma and walked him through the terminal. Now he's sitting in jail.
It makes me feel bad because I don't want people to get the wrong idea about who I am as a person. I'm a good person. You know, I recently got baptized.
Oh, this nigga said he recently got baptized. Oh, ow, ow, oh my God. This is so dumb. Bad nigga said I recently got baptized.
He's sitting in jail.
It makes me feel bad because I don't want people to get the wrong idea about who I am as a person. I'm a good person. You know, I recently got baptized.
Then they cut to the beat down.
The biggest drawback for me, what I wish that I could have done better was just
baptize that nigga with his fist. Oh, this is the funniest thing that I've seen in a long time, bro. Look at my man. Stretched him out, as he called him, a mortal puny man. Oh, I didn't expect that.